But I also felt bad for the feature act because the feature act was going through it too. Like they would be getting dessert.
Right.
This place gave you a shrimp bowl. You know, they gave you a fucking shrimp bowl.
Well, that's a pretty good deal, I think.
Yeah. Right off the bat, they gave you a shrimp bowl, unlimited fucking peel and eat shrimp, which is just disgusting when you think about it. They're getting them from like some country.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, they're getting tons of this shrimp, and you go in there thinking you're Johnny Bananas. You're dipping this shrimp, and then later on you go home. You have a stomach ache for 3 days.
I can't imagine that the waitresses or the servers are being quiet either during your show, right?
No, it was a nightmare. It was just a nightmare. Looking back at it now, like, it made me the comic who I am today. But then I would go home feeling fucking defeated.
You know, I still do these shows. I go to, because I don't go on the road because I have a kid. So I do, I do every steak and seafood restaurant in the tri-state area. And if I do well at these shows, I go home, I drive home feeling shitty because I've had to do what I've had to do well. And then if I don't do well, I drive home feeling shitty because you have an ego about it. It's like there's no winning in some of this shit.
Where do you live now?
So I live right in the middle of New Jersey, right in the very center of that
How far from the city?
It's about an hour. So if I'm going in for like a 9 o'clock show or something, it's fine. Leave at 7:30. But if you have to be somewhere at 7, it's a fucking pain in the ass because that tunnel gets backed up.
How did you adjust leaving Los Angeles, going to Jersey, having a fucking kid, adopting like 9 kids because Richie's like half Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
He's got like 19 fucking kids on the side. You never know.
2.
He's got a daughter in college. He's got the other ones driving.
His 2 kids they're one of them's getting married, the other one's shacked up. They're
That's it.
They're adults.
That's it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I remember when he was like on the struggle and we would talk.
Oh yeah, no, he always talk about his girls and taking them on stage, and now we're doing the same thing to Raina. She's 11. She's funny. She's so funny though. I said to her one day, I was watching Louis C.K. on YouTube, and he does a bit where he fucks a stool, and I was like, Jesus, does every guy do a stool fucking bit? And then she goes, you should do it, but you should ask for consent.
You curse in front of her?
Yeah, I don't care.
And what does she think?
It's like, I feel like it's like beer. You would drink a beer in front of your kid, but you wouldn't let your kid drink beer. It's like some things adults get to do and kids don't, And there's also like a time, like she's sworn before when it's been very funny, like in a joke, and it's been in context or it's been at the right time, in the right place. It's totally fine.
How
to me.
old was the first time she cursed?
Oh, she used to do this thing when she was really little where she would go through some curses. Oh my God, it was so funny. But she's never gotten in trouble at school. I mean, she knows where, it's
when and where.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm scared of my daughter picking it up. I picked it up when I was young at my mother's bar in Spanish, and then going to New York, I got it translated to me in English, and it never ended. And that's why I'm the filthy animal that I am today.
Maybe not.
So I know it's irreversible. Like once a kid starts cursing, you can't turn that wheel back.
Well, she doesn't. She doesn't curse. Like her friends. I took her to her friend's house the other day, and her parents were having a sleepover, and her parents said, can you come pick her up at 8:30 tomorrow morning because we have to go to church and. I was like, oh boy, but she just knows when and where, and I know she would horrify people if they really knew some of the stuff she said.
I'm cringing. I know she said shit one day.
But I don't think it's bad. I honestly don't think it's bad.
Oh, no. It's got to start at a certain age, and I'm an old school motherfucker. There's no booze in my house, Bonnie.
Yeah, wow.
Pretty soon I got to start going for a ride to smoke dope, or I got to quit smoking dope.
Yeah.
And I have to do it.
Oh, they'll know.
I grew up around parents. She knows.
Oh, yeah, they have a sixth sense about it.
She knows I do something in that bathroom.
Yeah. Right.
You follow me? You know how many times I run, like we run in and I put things away. Like we've just been on like a 2-hour excursion.
Yeah.
And I'll run in and I'll wash my hands at the sink. And she'll go, Daddy, you going to come draw with me? Yeah. I go, get everything set up. You know how many times I've gotten into the office? I go into the back. I open up the back door. Thank God I got that back door. I fill up a pipe, and I blow the smoke outside. I have a big backyard.
Yeah.
So I step outside. I come in, I put the pipe in, I pop a piece of gum in, I wash my hands, I lock the door. You know how many times I've opened up that back door and she's been there waiting for me at attention?
Oh my
fucking
God.
heart breaks. So that means she knows.
Well, she knows something's going on.
Only once.
But also, she smells it. I mean, honestly, you don't smell it because you smoke pot a lot, but people who don't, they smell it on
Well, the
people.
first time she says something, I know for a fact that the first time she says something to my wife, her mother, about smelling something, I'm done, even in the back. Like, my wife will let me know immediately, like, it's over.
Yeah.
You better go to the office and get high, put cologne on. And for me, I have to do that. I was introduced to drugs at an early age. My mom had a bar. And I fucking regret it now.
Yeah.
I regret all the shit I did.
Yeah.
At least let her make a decision, but not at fucking, I can't have her around.
Right. I
pot
wouldn't,
smoke.
you
I don't
know.
give a fuck if weed is legal or not. I don't give
Right.
a fuck about none of that shit. I'm telling you, there's a time and a motherfucking place for everything.
Right.
When she's 14 and she comes to me and goes, I smelled these guys smoking weed, then it's time to sit her the fuck down and explain the situation, how many pounds
Show her how
of
to
weed I
roll
smoked.
it.
Yeah.
Show her how to,
Show her how to
she'll
roll
put a filter in.
Listen, my mother showed me fucking heroin, coke, and pot when I
Wow.
was 6.
What?
Because I had gone to the police athletic league and they took me to the police station as part of the trip in New York City, and they fingerprint you, they'll let you shoot a 22, and they give you like a junior G-man badge. So they would tell me, like, you know, you have to report mysterious acts and shit like that. At that time, I knew my mom did something. I just didn't know what it
Right,
was. I knew
right.
she did something.
Oh,
I knew her and her
shit.
friends did something. And I still remember seeing my mom doing blow
Wow.
out of an aluminum foil, you know, like old Cuban style.
Whoa.
Women's night, when all my aunts would get together and
Never
shit.
known about
They would play cards and like dominoes and shit, and they would do little bumps.
Oh my God.
By the time I was 7 or 8, I would tell my mom to wipe her nose.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Mom, wipe your nose. Like, you're fucking embarrassing me.
So then, like, when you got older, did it get worse? Did she stop doing it?
She didn't stop till she died. When I
Wow.
was
So
16.
were you embarrassed of it? Or?
No. It didn't come up in the drug report when she died. It was just a heart attack.
No. I mean, when
Was
you
I
got
embarrassed
older,
about
you
her
know.
doing blow?
Yeah.
At that time, she wasn't doing it like people were doing it now.
Right.
It wasn't the way she had it under control. She worked in a bar. My mother believed for you to sell drinks, you got to drink.
Right.
You know, my mother believed that if a woman works behind a bar, her boyfriend should never be in the bar. You know,
Because he shouldn't see
you
what's
just-
really going on.
No, you just break away the dream.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm in love
Yeah.
with Bonnie. I don't need to know Bonnie's got a
Right,
husband and 3
right. I
fucking
don't want to
kids.
be always.
I want him in there spending money
Right.
every night.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.